And your time is 7:55 as we look at our Fox 10 storm tracker radar from the smart board. We are seeing some coastal thunderstorms tracking from west to east, but you look at the overwhelming majority of the Fox 10 viewing area, not a drop of rain north of I-10. But let's go in closer to the Gulf of Mexico. That is where the showers and storms are firing off. We have some moderate to heavy rain near Dauphin Island tracking east. A shower that is now producing about 5 lightning strikes showing up between Fort Morgan and Gulf Shores. So if you live in Gulf Shores, Oyster Bay, Bon Secour, an early morning thunderstorm is knocking on your doorstep, and that shower more than likely close enough for you to be hearing the rumbles of thunder already. And as far as what's happening on the Florida side, we have some very heavy rain showing up just off the coast of Fort Walton Beach and Destin, but some of that is making its way onto the US 98 corridor, and a very heavy downpour of rain could be moving in for those of you in Destin and Miramar Beach. Not that much lightning showing up, but we all know lightning and heavy rain are the biggest issues we face in summer storms, and we will see more showers and storms similar to this and the one over Gulf Shores forming in random spots today, and that threat continuing not only for the afternoon but also for tonight. Now let's go full screen to this next graphic. This is a look at what's happening in the tropics. We told you about this in the last weather segment, but I'm going to focus on it again. This is a tropical wave out in the Caribbean. It's the only tropical wave on the board. It formed yesterday, but the chance of development with this thing very low, only 10% over the next 48 hours and 30% over a span of 5 days. And the long-range models don't like this thing at all because there's some harsh upper-level winds in the Gulf of Mexico. That's basically kryptonite to a tropical system. So as this wave is projected to move into the Gulf, it's essentially going to stay a tropical wave, which is nothing more than just a big rain producer. The chance of it being a depression or storm is very low. Now, we'll continue to follow it and watch it closely. Now, where it's going to go, it still appears that it's going to head towards the eastern panhandle based on a lot of the long-range models, but they just do not ramp this thing up into any sort of tropical nemesis or threat for us. But we'll keep a watchful eye on it. But whoever ends up feeling the impact from this wave is going to see a very wet weekend. For us, it looks like maybe the far eastern side of the viewing area, like Santa Rosa and Okaloosa County, might be getting drenched from this thing, but the Alabama counties and Mississippi counties, not so much. Temperatures on the board right now, upper 70s are in Mobile, Pascagoula, and Gulf Shores. We have 81 right now in Pensacola, Fort Walton Beach. You're coming in at 88 degrees right now, and your heat index value, 102. That is how warm it feels outside right now, and it is not even 8 a.m. And we get this a lot. Why are the heat index values always so much higher closer to the Gulf than they are inland? Well, the further inland you go, the heat index and the actual temperature are more likely to match because the closer you are to the coastline, you're closer to that surge of Gulf moisture. So the air naturally is more humid for you. That's why the range between the air temperature and the heat index varies greatly the closer you are to the beaches. But Fort Walton Beach, your heat index coming in at 102 based on current airport data that we're receiving to our graphics computer. 88 in Pensacola, 86 in Gulf Shores, 82 in Mobile. Now, the scattered storm threat today, 50%. We're not going with a dry forecast tonight because there's a frontal boundary draped over central Arkansas, North Mississippi, North Alabama, and northern Georgia that's going to push south tonight. As that thing pushes south into the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning, we will continue to see scattered storms. So by this time tomorrow, some of you might be commuting to work in some nasty weather. It's something we'll be watching carefully as we kick off your Wednesday. Now, the scattered storms today are going to form in random spots. It'll continue through the afternoon. No surprise there. A lot of them fade away tonight by 8, but then look what's knocking on our doorstep west of Leakesville. Those showers are going to progress in here after midnight and linger around through 6 a.m. tomorrow morning as that front noses in across our section of the Gulf Coast. High this afternoon, 91. The rain chance 50% with a west wind at 5 to 10 miles an hour tonight. Occasional thunderstorms with overnight lows between 74 and 78 degrees. And up on your 7-day planner, here's how it stacks up. We see the best shot for rain today and tomorrow. We're going to see the coverage of rain dwindle down as we close out the week and move into the weekend, assuming that that tropical wave heads into the eastern panhandle, which it should. Highs each afternoon will be in the lower 90s. Overnight lows will drop down, typical for this time of the year, between 72 and 76 degrees. But, you know, we talk about it a lot. The actual temperature means nothing. It means nothing this time of the year when we have heat index values as high as they just were. 102 in Fort Walton Beach. That's how warm it feels outside right now when you factor in the
It's not even 8 a.m. yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my.